I'll just read the comments to you, right? With my phone?
Yeah. Hello, everybody. Just don't. How's everybody doing? Have Are you having a good Sunday afternoon? It's Sunday afternoon here in Chicago area, and it's cold today. But I mean, for me, it can't be cold enough because I've I've been experiencing hot flashes. So I just had one because as I sat down, I have this 5 millimeter crochet hook. I'm looking for my 5.5, and I know that my 5.5 millimeter is in a bag, and I don't know where that bag is. Just mute me, babe. I hate hearing that echo. Okay, let's see who's here. I tell him every time, mute me, but no, every time he's got to make me hear myself. Dear Prince Daniel is here. Hello, Cora Lee. Hi, Cora Lee's trying to get herself to start up a YouTube channel. You can do it, Cora Lee. Suzanne is here. Hello, Christy's here. Carla Monaco is here. Suzanne says, great day in Texas. My parents are in Texas, so say hi to them. Oh, I lost this. Okay. Judy's here. Hi, Judy. How's everyone? Hi, Judy. How's your friend? Your friend that was on live with you. How was she? I can't remember her name. I don't know. I don't even know if you told me. It's a bit chilly, but not so bad. Yeah, it's not bitter cold, like single digits here. Cameron, hi. Squirrel Raid from Michelle. Hi, Michelle. Squirrel Raid. Everybody's coming over from Knit Pearl and Squirrel with Granny D Thompson. So she just did her live, and so she's so nice to mention my channel and have everybody go to my channel after her live. And I'm hoping none of my channels that I watch are live right now because I don't like stepping on people's toes. And let's see, Layla's here. Hello. Nightingale Crochet is here. Maribel is hooked is here. 77 is here. Is that what we're calling you, 77? That's the year you were born. I remember I was listening to Granny D. You were in Granny D. You told her you were born in 77. So you're not too much older than me. I'm 73. Yes, Coralie, I remember. So I'll be thinking about you. And Chaz. Oh. Kitty Mom, thanks for joining the family. Jeanette is here. Thanks, Jeanette, for coming. Sweet Tea is here. Teresa Patton, thank you for coming. Kitty Mom is here. Thank you. Ditmer Knittery. Am I saying that right? The Crotchety Clogger is here. Lurking and cooking. That's okay. Your 5 millimeter and my 5 millimeter must have disappeared together. Yeah. Those hooks, they just take walks.
Bev.
What, babe?
Bev. Knittery.
Bev. Oh, her name is Bev. Okay. Yeah, Cora, who, Granny D or Jeanette? Oh, Granny D, because you were in Jeanette's earlier. Yeah, Granny D goes live. She goes live every single day. She gives herself Tuesday and Thursdays off, but she's very consistent. Weekdays live at 5, weekends tea at 3, but that's Eastern time. Okay, Rita. I'll call you Rita. I think you are fine, Sandy. The only one I know is of Petra, and she said she wasn't coming on today. Okay, and she's your 4:30 and my 3:30, so I got a good half hour. Okay, so that's good to know. Teresa Patton is here. The chat is going kind of fast. It's hard to keep up. My husband's adjusting the light. The light is bright. I decided to wear my glasses for the live today because I can't. When I have my contacts on, I can't read.
It's better, right? Is that better, everybody?
Is
Shoot,
the
it's so
is the
white.
lighting better? I don't know. I hate this shadow over here. It's like I'm wearing a scarf. Maybe I could actually wear. I'm a little dressed a little bummy today. I'm not going anywhere anyway. We're in a we're still locked down. How about I do that? Put the scarf on. This scarf is Tunisian. This is one of my biggest achievements. It's Tunisian and all the ends are straight. All the sides are straight.
Put it closer.
You know, Tunisian, that is they get kind of crazy, those ends, the sides. But that was made with Karen Skinny Cakes. All right, let's see what everybody's saying. Comfy Cozy Crochet with
Everyone's
Tris.
saying hi, pretty
Hi.
much. Yeah.
Coralie's in Virginia. Jeanette
Dress
says the
for
lighting
comfort.
is perfect. Jeanette is the one in Chicago. She's DOY Creations.
She is.
She's my neighbor.
What's the DOI?
Zach is daughter of, is it Jeanette? Is it daughter of Yahweh? I think daughter of Yahweh Creations. I think.
No, that
Yeah. Hi, Zach. Zach is here. All right. Hi to everyone. I haven't said to individually. Judy says hi. Yeah, dress for comfort. Don't worry about anyone else. Yeah.
Oh, she's a Southsider,
I know. She's a Southsider.
like us.
Mm-hmm.
Knit Pearl and Squirrel with Granny D says that's another thing I want to learn besides socks.
It's Tunisian. If you can knit, you can Tunisian. Trust me. It's Christie's on the south side too. Wow, we have a bunch of Chi-Town people. Daughter of Yah Creations. Creations.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I was close. Comfy Cozies in Seattle. We have family close to Seattle, right?
Mhm.
Right on top of Seattle.
Vancouver.
Mimi Cat is here. Hello, Grandma Mimi is here. Crafty Bones.
Crafty Bone says she did a throw recently in Tunisian.
That's a big achievement. This is the most I could do. This is the most wide I could do. I started to do a wider one, messed up the ends, the sides. It just gets me. Oh my gosh, I can't. I'll evolve into the Tunisian, the bigger Tunisian. Rome wasn't built in a day, right, babe?
Right, exactly.
Yeah. All right. Everybody's saying hi to each other. Nightingale is in southern middle Tennessee. Wow. I love Tennessee. Love Tennessee. It's a great place.
Cozy says she's never been to Vancouver. Really want to visit. I like it, but
Yeah.
there's just an area downtown which is dirty. But the whole entire Pacific Northwest, I like the mountains.
The
snow-capped
mountains. You like the mountains.
Mhm.
My
I
husband
like
wants to
hiking.
move where they filmed Twilight.
Hmm.
He's obsessed with Twilight because of the mountains and trees they have. He
Vancouver.
doesn't care about the kissy stuff. He's just obsessed with the mountains. You know, when Bella goes with Edward up to the mountains when he first, in the first movie, that he likes that. And then the last movie, when they're fighting in the snow, he likes that too. All right. Sorry if I missed the chat. How are you doing? The blanket was interconnected mitered squares. Oh man, that's even more complicated.
Did it take her?
How long did it take you to make that blanket? Granny D says she wants to move into the Overlook Hotel. That's like in the middle of nowhere. I just saw that movie for the first time all in one piece as an adult, not scared because I saw it as a child and I was like freaked out. But now I'm an adult, really doesn't scare me anymore because I know it's fake. So they filmed Twilight in Canada, yes, but my mom lives for many years in Forks, Washington. Oh.
Is it really that rainy?
Does it rain? Now, were the people mad in Forks that they really didn't film it in Forks, but they said it was Forks? Because I know the people in Punxsutawney I think they got a little bit on edge when they filmed Groundhog Day here in Chicago. Well, not in Chicago, but like one of the suburbs. So that's where they filmed it, and we actually went there. It's called Woodstock, Illinois. And I think the people of Punxsutawney got a little bit irked because they, it was not filmed in Punxsutawney. So I just wondered if that was the case with Forks.
Crafty Bone says it took about 100 hours.
100 hours. Wow. 100 hours. That's about 3 months if you work on it every day for an hour. If you work on it every day for half an hour, that's 6 months.
That's another, and Crochet every day she says northern New Mexico. They have mountains. I like that area too. I like Arizona, northern Mexico.
Mountains. He likes mountains in general. My son is going to school in PA, and they have mountains. Those mountains you go through when you're driving there. You go through inside the mountains. You're inside the mountains. Oh my gosh. And it's just, and then sometimes you're on the edge of the mountain. No. Not for me. I'm just like, oh, I can't. It's too much. Okay, I got to take the scarf off because I am having
D77
another hot
the scenery
flash.
in The Last of the Mohicans was fabulous. That's one thing we have. That's one movie we haven't seen.
The Last of the Mohicans. Who's in that? I'm gonna get some yarn back here. It's gonna ruin my. It was perfect before I just took off that skein of yarn.
So Crafty Bone said it starts very slow, but once you get it, then you go much faster. With Tunisian.
Yeah. I've made dishcloths and lots of dishcloths with Tunisian. And that scarf was the longest piece. And I started on another piece. It was wider. And because once you get up and walk away and then you come back, it's like another person is crocheting your work. Daniel Day-Lewis is in that movie. Okay, Comfy Cozy says, "Oh no, the people of Forks actually are not fond of the crowds Twilight has brought to their little one-stop like town. They don't like being a tourist destination. Funny because it brought them money. They don't. They like the tourists. They don't like the tourists, even if it gave them, revenue. Well, okay." To each his own, right? My mom, sister, and I went through the mountains going to Delaware to pick up my great aunt. Yeah, it's kind of scary, but kind of fascinating going through the mountains.
Well, thanks, Knit Pearl, for reminding everyone to give a thumbs up.
That's Granny D. My husband says, "Thank you, Granny D." That's Granny. You can call her Granny D. Granny D. Granny D. I always talk in your accent after watching you for an hour. I told my husband, "I'm going to have me some pickles." I said that. I'm picking up a skein of Red Heart Super Saver. This is color. It's called Claret or Claret. I don't know if I'm saying that right. It's just maroon to me. All right. Appalachian Mountains in PA.
Love the Appalachian.
Yeah. Thank you, Granny D, for reminding about these. They like the small town feel. My mom loved the Twilight stuff, though. To each their own. Yes. Granny D said, "Thank you, babe."
It's getting bad. You'd be like Lolo.
Zach, you're in Ontario, Canada, and you never left, huh? Well, you're still young, though. Yeah, that North Carolina accent. Okay, Comfy Cozy, you gotta head out. Wanted to step by and say Happy New Year. Thanks you. Thanks for coming in. Oh, Jeanette, this basket, I love. These are my prized possessions. Mute that. Yeah, this is from Jada and Stitches pattern. I love making those baskets. When I can't figure out what to crochet, but I need to crochet, I start a basket. Thank you. So thank you. I have done a couple of projects with that specific yarn. I love how it softens up after. Yeah, Cora, it softens up after a wash. It just does. It's like magic. I don't know. Yeah. Thanks for watching on the replay. Thank you. Oh yeah, Cora was telling her husband she loves the baskets. Crystal, yeah, Crystal's in my state. Crystal's down below. She's in Illinois. And she was closer to when my son was going to Illinois State University. She was close to there. And not to be confused with the University of Illinois. Those are two different schools. Yeah, she's never left her state. I've visited over 25 states, I think. My first state I left of all states to go to, Hawaii. My parents won a trip to Hawaii, and I tagged along. I tagged along, or I tugged along. I went with them. Okay, what's that? Oh.
Tell that story on your birthday.
Didn't I tell that story before? Well, for those of you who didn't hear, I was born on Thanksgiving. Okay, so 6 years later, my birthday was going to fall on Thanksgiving again. As a 6-year-old, I don't understand how stuff works, right? Around Thanksgiving that year, my parents went a trip to Hawaii. We fly there. We stay in this fancy hotel. I discover Andy's candies. They leave them on the pillow. Oh my gosh. So fancy. So anyway, it was my birthday and we go to dinner that day. And they were having this fancy luau. At the time, I didn't know what a luau was, but I know it was a luau. And I'm thinking, whoa, everybody's celebrating my birthday. My gosh. And it's warm out. So I don't realize that it's Thanksgiving. I just know that it's my birthday. And I think their whole luau, their Thanksgiving luau, I'm thinking that was for my birthday. They didn't tell me until years later. I think I was already a teenager when they revealed to me that was a luau, Sandy. You have lots of Lion Brand fettuccine t-shirt yarn that I bought to make baskets and need to get on it. Get on it. There's another, Bernat makes a t-shirt yarn. They don't label it as t-shirt yarn. That homemaker deck, I tried to make a basket with that homemaker deck. It's not easy. It's not easy. So just a little warning, Granny. I got to go. Okay, Zach, you got to go. And these mints are the greatest. I have visited over half of the states. Rita said, did you say call you Rita?
Yeah.
And been twice to Mexico. Our grandma has done all 50.
We've been once to Mexico, right?
Plus half of Europe and Mexico and Canada. Oh my gosh. I've never left the North America. I've been to Mexico, been to Canada, did we go to Alaska? No? I've been to Alaska. You've been to Alaska. Yes. My husband's been more places because he came from the Philippines. So, but when he first got here, first time getting here, he gets here February 1988. Snowstorm, blizzard. Imagine coming from the islands to a blizzard. Oh, first time. Like, talk about baptism by fire. Well, baptism by snow. It was like a staying here. Yeah, that's baptism. That was cold. Okay, thanks, Zach. I couldn't. I was wearing gloves inside the house. I was so cold. Yeah, you were cold. I remember. Poor you. 3 of you came. Yeah, but that was legally. But, yeah. Anyway. Us teenagers, first time here in a foreign country, and you didn't know how long you would stay. You ended up staying forever, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, my poor husband, he never got to see his mother again. He went on a plane, left as a teenager, and never saw his mother alive again. Babe. Okay. Granny D has been to England twice and to Scotland and would love to live over there, except no Hobby Lobbies or Michael's. Yeah. And I don't think even Hobby Lobby would ship to another country,
It'll
would
be too
they?
confusing because they'll call everything, what they call
What?
wool. They'll call everything wool.
They call everything wool over there, right? Um, they call all the yarn wool. Wool. And did you know that Red Heart Super Saver was is scratchy like this because they wanted to make it feel like wool? But I feel also like the scratchiness of it um, helps your stitches to cooperate better. It helps the yarn to cooperate. So you get your stitches right. But then when you wash it, it softens up. So you get the best of both worlds. Yeah, Zach wants to visit Ireland or Scotland. You gotta leave Ontario. Are you in Ontario? Did you answer me? I'm sorry. Rita says her grandma was an army wife, and her youngest aunt was born on the base in Germany. We travel for almost every vacation. I go wherever I want by myself and shock people. Oh, you just show up. That's cool. All yarn is wool in England and most other countries. Are we the only ones who call it yarn in North America? Because I know Canada calls it yarn too. So, oh, you're in Ontario. So you're near Jada and Stitches. Go outside and tell her I said hi, Zach. Oh my gosh. I hear Ontario and I think of Jada and Stitches all the time. I know Ontario's got to be a little bit bigger than what I imagine in my little head. Okay, so I'm making a granny square. I have actually a mission. I'm not just making a granny square just to make a granny square. I'm on a mission. And when the time is right, I will tell you what I'm working on. Okay. Okay. Yeah, yell really loud, Zach. I'm a third generation Navy brat. And then I married Navy. So I am used to moving around every couple years. Well, good. Nice to move. Fresh start everywhere you go. Not taking too many things with you. Because I know when you live in a place for more than 5, 10, 15 years, you accumulate a lot of stuff. I know my friend, she was like, she lived in her house for 30 years and she had like lots of stuff to get rid of. Granny D says, sorry about the yawn. I love Super Saver for projects that need body stiffness, like my witch hat that I made from Crystal's tutorial. I wish our Aldi stores carried yarn as they do in the UK. I know, Aldi's don't even carry yarn. Although some Meyer stores carry yarn. I was just about to ask you, Sandy, what are you working on? Oh, yeah, I'm working on a granny square.
Yeah, you have to
And
show it because sometimes it doesn't show.
Yeah, it's kind
So
of
you got to learn, show it. Like,
hard. Well, one day I'll do a tutorial, but there's so many good channels out there.
yeah.
Granny
And D
D,
says there's a yarn at our Dollar Tree. That's awesome. It must be a
yeah.
small town Dollar Tree.
I went into a small town Dollar Tree a couple months ago looking for yarn. I came out with one of the best pots, like to cook like for spaghetti. One of the best pots I've ever had in my life. I have spent hundreds of dollars on fancy pots and pans, and this $9 pot at Dollar General in a small town in Illinois. Oh, one of the things I've ever purchased. Man, go Dollar General. Yeah, Dollar Tree, Dollar General. Those are don't forget about those stores. Those stores have quality stuff, quality items. So I always try to catch a dollar store in a small town because they have the best stuff, the small towns. Well, I don't know. I don't really go to big city dollar stores, so I don't know if they might have good stuff too. All right, I'll be listening. Yeah, go brew some more tea. And Granny D, as long as you're listening, you were talking about peppermint mocha cream, okay? And you could only get it around this time of year. Now, I will tell you this. I was on the phone with my aunt and she had a taste for something, but she wanted something different. So we devised, she stuck, I had her stick a bar of dark chocolate in a coffee cup like this. By the way, I know the description says coffee and crochet, but I've had one too many cups of coffee, which is why I'm probably talking fast. So this is water. So I told her to take a chunk of dark chocolate, stick it in her empty cup, pour coffee over it, and then put some creamer, and then a couple drops of peppermint extract, and tastes just like peppermint mocha. So try that and see if you like it. Okay, Toledo is not too small. 350,000 people. We have 10 to $12 stores with yarn.
Nice.
I want some yarn. Dollar store yarn. I would love some dollar store yarn. Jeanette likes the Dollar Tree. Yeah. Too much. Yeah. Those dollars. Yeah, I know. I went in that day without a cart or a basket. And I was like, oh my gosh. And good thing they had like baskets at the end of every other aisle. So I just like plopped my stuff in the basket and went on a shopping because I mean, they have good stuff. You could really do some damage at the dollar store. I bought years ago the best pair of sunglasses ever at Dollar General or Dollar Tree. One of those. The best. Everybody thought they were expensive. No, I paid $5 for them. Okay, Rita says she has melted peppermint candy in some water and made peppermint syrup to put in her coffee and tea. Works with sugar-free mints as well. Yes, you could put a candy cane in your coffee too, and then some chocolate if you like that. I'm a plain girl. I like my coffee just plain cream and sugar, nothing fancy, no flavors. Once in a while I'll have it, but I could do without it. I'm glad I'm not hooked on those seasonal creamers like the pumpkin spice stuff. I wouldn't be able to wait a year for my favorite cream. No, I can't. Maybe that's why I don't venture out. I don't want to be heartbroken. All right. Okay, let's see. Crochet Nana. Did I say hi to you, Crochet Nana Michelle? I'm sorry. And she's saying hi to everybody. Okay, so what's another thing that you what how is everybody's now it's dark in here. He turned off my light. How was everybody's New Year's Eve? What did you do? Anything fancy? We went to get some sparkling grape juice and they were all out. All the shelves were empty. There was no grape juice, not even regular grape juice. Like, cause I'm like, well, then let's get grape juice and mix it with 7 Up or something. Nothing. Everything was gone. It was like the toilet paper days again, but this time it was the grape juice. So we just, my son likes that stuff. So, but actually, my 2 boys slept through the New Year's because I stuffed them. I made their tummies full, so they slept through. Is that?
And I had to wake you up.
And yes, my husband woke me up. I got up at 11:58 p.m. on New Year's Eve. I almost slept through it. All right, I like my coffee boring and black with no sugar or cream. Good for you, Nana Michelle. Less calories.
Me too. I'm trying, but I could never do it.
You have fruity teas though, Nana Michelle. Yeah. And we went for blood test a couple weeks ago and I realized you could have black coffee before a blood test, but not any, because I thought it was no coffee at all, but black coffee was acceptable. Add a little spice and nutmeg to the coffee grounds, and it tastes just like pumpkin spice coffee. Good to know for everybody out there, you guys who like pumpkin spice lattes. What is that? A bird alert?
No, it's different. It's the Bears game alert.
Oh, the Bears game alert. Oh, they start now?
Well,
Bears
they
game.
started a half hour ago.
Oh, the Bears are playing against
Wanderlust.
rivals.
Zoom crocheting. Nothing fancy for New Year's. What does that mean? Dana Wanderlust.
Because I just asked everybody what they did for New Year's. You were right here when I asked.
wasn't Dana. What is Dana? Is that
What? I was in Dana Wanderlust Zoom room. Somebody else's Zoom room.
Oh, okay. I thought
Crocheting,
like
nothing
town.
fancy. Oh, she was crocheting in Wanderlust Zoom room for New Year's Eve. Yes, I heard about that. Crafty Bones, Charm Granny is in Ohio too, closer to you, though, I think.
Oh, they're talking about.
Oh, they're talking.
There's like three Ohioans talking.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. What are you making? You got to show.
What was I going to say? I was just saying something. What was I saying? What was I saying, babe?
I don't know. You were talking about coffee.
Coffee.
I'm trying to drink it black, but I could never do it.
Yeah, it's. Oh, so the New Year's Eve, I almost slept through that. My boys were full and sleepy. Starla was asleep. Rita was doing an extra shift, so you did a double. Rita, what do you do? That you work overnight. Are you a nurse? Do you work in a hospital maybe? I hear that term double. I work a double and I affiliate it with nurse because my husband's ex-stepmom and father worked in a hospital, and they would always talk about working a double. It was a constant thing. It was a jackpot if they got to work a double. Elder care in home. Okay. Steals the show. Crochet and Crafts is here. Hello. You like plain old orange pekoe tea with a little stevia and once in a while some spiced chai. That sounds good. I like orange pekoe. I should get that orange pekoe tea. Thanks for reminding me. Because I have family members who always encourage me to drink tea. And I'm like, I don't want to drink tea. But orange pekoe now, I could stand. I wouldn't mind a cup of orange pekoe tea. All right. Steals the show is saying hi to Jeanette. Jeanette, what say after this COVID, you and I get together for a real live stitch together?
Does anyone start a year project?
Oh, that's a good question. Is anyone starting like a temperature blanket for the year? Or maybe like a temperature scarf or something temperature related? Or are you working on something that is going to take a year long to do, like a year long project? I started to do Jada's 2019 calendar blanket, the one with the boat and the sun and the trees and the fish and I did the canvas. I started a few of the appliques. I'm in the middle of sewing on the sunbursts. All the sun. Oh my gosh, is that a task? The houses are cute. But sew all that stuff, I just wonder if I could just glue everything on. Because I am freaking lazy when it comes to sewing on stuff, appliques on stuff. In fact, I got myself a glue gun yesterday. That's how lazy I am when it comes to sewing. I'd rather just glue it on. I got myself a glue gun yesterday. So I got a cheap starter one, right? $7 I paid, and it came with 10 glue sticks, right? It's over there in the kitchen. I plug it in. Like, cute. Where's the switch? I go, oh, well, I guess it doesn't have a switch. I guess once you plug it in, it turns on. So I put it down. I bought a little silicone mat to place so it doesn't burn my surface. Put it down, walk away, continue, go to sleep, wake up, gotta do my business, things around the house. So 16 hours passes, it's still plugged in. It's hot. It was on the whole time.
My crochet says she's working on a male cow and about to start on another
Oh, so she's working on a make along, a crochet along, and about to start another crochet along. The second one won't be the whole year, but close. Okay. Oh man, oh, that sounds like so much fun.
Are
I
you
miss
crocheting along too
collaborating
right
with
now?
my friend. What did you say, babe?
Are you crocheting along? Anybody crocheting along right now?
I started working on the Crochet Crowd's square. He was doing a square a day, but just for 6 days. I did day one. I did Saturday square, but I want to finish doing the Sunday, the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. He's just he's kind of hard to follow. Katrina at Mindful Crafts and More is doing a 2021. I just saw that. I just joined her. Okay, so I had a lot of YouTube homework to do. I have a lot. I clicked on a whole bunch. So I got to look on my history and I got a lot of YouTube homework to do today. So
Katrina says she's doing Mindful Crafts and More is doing a 2021 temperature.
I just read that, babe. Come on. You got to keep up with the chat. With my chat too. I just read that.
Able to use a liquid stitch. What is a liquid stitch?
I tried a liquid stitch for a purse that I made to sew in a liner. Actually, I can't remember how that came out because I gave that purse away. As soon as my white yarn arrives on the 5th from Amazon, I'll start a temperature blanket. I make sure that you share it with us because I'd like to see. Fiber Flux starts a temperature blanket, but she doesn't really do any updates throughout the year. She just does, December, she's like, here it is. But I know when Jada did hers in 2016, she did updates every once in a while to keep people encouraged because it was hard for me. Last year, 2019, I did 6 months of a temperature blanket and then it just got so heavy. And that's it. That's all I did was 6 months. I'm going to do Crochet Creations by Christie's Pineapple Afghan. Okay, that's more homework for me. I have to look that up. Pineapple Afghan. I want to see. Is that pineapple stitch or does the Afghan look like a pineapple? Joe is here. Ola Joe is here. The crocheting sailor. That's not Joe from Dana and Joe. That's another Joe. Ola Joe. That's Ola Joe. She's so beautiful. This lady is so beautiful.
What's you?
Like me. Zach, you're back. Zach, you're back. Zach is back. Zach is back. Zach is back. I'm going to have a Zach attack because Zach is back. I'm having a Zach attack because Zach is back. All right. Good thing you're back. Okay, so these glue sticks. Yes, I invested in glue gun and I got some glue sticks. So I'll try that. And then I got a little thing of buttons. They had one of these in each color. So cute at Joann's yesterday. And these are $7. Good thing I had a 50% off coupon. I mean, it was either going to use it for the glue gun and glue sticks were $7. The buttons were $7. They were each $7. That to me just seems like a lot of money for buttons. I'd rather pay $7 for the glue stick and the glue guns and glue sticks than $7 for the buttons. So I'm glad I had the coupon and the coupon took it off the buttons. So there you go. My watch telling me to drink some water. Let's drink some water. Cheers, everybody. Or whatever you have, coffee, I kind of get a kick out of drinking water from a coffee cup, like those talk show hosts do. Those the ladies on The View and the talk, they have coffee cups, but it's really water in there.
Even the nightly show.
The Tonight Show, yeah, they put it in a coffee cup. For years, I thought they were drinking coffee. When I realized it was water, I felt
American Idol
tricked.
has the Coke.
American Idol had the Coke.
Is there American
Yeah.
Idol this year?
Oh,
There was.
there was. It just finished, I
It
think.
was a late one. It was
all virtual. Ugh, I don't like virtual stuff. I do like virtual stuff. A lot of things virtual, but certain things you can't do virtual. It just throws me off. I don't know. I did get it. Like, I do like how the audience is virtual. So the audience in the Ellen Show and the Kelly Clarkson, it's full of giant screen TVs with faces on them. That's the audience. That's kind of clever, kind of creative way to do it, if that's how you got to do it, you know?
We'll talk about that when you were at Oprah.
What?
Talk about the times when you went to the show, Oprah.
I went to Oprah. We're here in Chicago, and Oprah was here for years doing her show, and I've gone to her show maybe about 3 or 4 times. One time I went there, it was not such a good day.
How did you get to go? How did you get the tickets?
Oh, you just call. They call, call. Do you have this going on and that going on? Call this number. And so I called and, thinking, oh, they're going to put me on the stage. No, they just want you in the audience. So, you get to pick one other person to go. I've gone with several friends, but the one time I did go, one of the times, that was September 11th, 2001. And we were in the green room. And they turned on the screen and we saw what had happened. And we were in shock, and then we watched the second plane hit and it was, oh my gosh, and then they're like, well, we don't know what to do. Well, go in the audience and sit for a while. Just we had to process what we just saw. And Oprah came out. She didn't even have her makeup on. And I'm sitting in the audience.
Did she look scary?
Oh yeah, she didn't look like Oprah. She looked like a different person. The lady behind me in the audience, she had made Oprah, she had taken a jean jacket, and on the back of the jean jacket, in rhinestones, she had Oprah written on it. She gave it to Oprah. Oprah came behind me, in front of me. So here's her, front.
So her boob was in front of you?
No, lower.
Oh.
Lower than her tummy was in front of me. And she's hugging the lady behind her. I'm like, okay, Oprah's in my face. It was.
How did she smell?
I didn't smell anything. It's not like she stank.
She smelled like money?
She smelled like money. Yes, honey. Money. Yeah, it was a tragic day. You were teaching? Yes. My kiddies were in school. They were in, I think, preschool, my little boys. And I was like, oh my gosh. And yeah, that was, and we were downtown Chicago. So, not directly downtown, but just outside of downtown. So it was kind of scary going home. We were like, bracing. But.
So, squirrel Granny D says, how did she smell?
She's just repeating what you said because you're funny.
Oh. Well, I want to know what she smells like. Does she smell like expensive perfume or the dollar store perfume?
No, I'm sure the dollar store perfume is not even a thing that she knows about. Dollar store perfume?
Well, when she had those giveaway days, I think those people knew when there was a giveaway.
Oh, those My Favorite Things episode, you have to sign up a couple of years. There's a years long wait list to go on that show. She gives away everything. Oh my gosh. I remember the year of the Pashmina. Everybody bought a pashmina that year because Oprah said pashminas are the new thing.
What is a pashmina?
A pashmina is a scarf, a long scarf. You know. Then there were knockoff pashminas, and pashminas were all the rage because Oprah said. Jane is here. Hi, Jane. That's one of my YouTube besties, Jane. That's Holy Spirit Firefall. That's Jane. So when you hear me say Jane, you know who I'm talking about. Mm. This cup is from Starbucks. I bought this cup a long time ago. I was addicted to buying coffee cups. I had a coffee cup collection. I had to buy any coffee cup that didn't look like your average coffee cup. I had one where it had bulging eyes and a bulging nose and then a smile face, and then one with a grumpy face. They're so beautiful. Oh, the pashminas. Yeah, the pashminas, they're some fancy stuff. All right. This maroon yarn is hard to see one. Yeah. All right. Excuse me while I slip stitch over to the corner and keep it going. I'm trying to make this 12-inch granny square. You have a Charlie Brown coffee mug that my youngest bought me on her trip to Thailand. Your youngest was born in 91. That was when I graduated high school. Thailand. Speaking of Thailand, I just caught a glimpse of The Hangover Part 2 last night that was set in Thailand. I was just changing channels. I didn't stick around and watch it, but I did watch.
Tell Crafty Bones, don't give me an update. She said Chicago just scored a touchdown.
Don't. Yeah.
I got it recorded.
Yeah, we have it recorded.
My son is, he was up late yesterday. He's still sleeping.
Yeah. So, la. Don't tell us any updates. That's okay. But good to know they scored touchdown because they're playing against their rivals,
Green Bay
Packers, the Green Bay Packers.
Yes.
We don't like Green Bay.
Well, actually, there's only two teams I like: Chicago and whoever Green Bay is playing against. Those are my two favorite teams.
Whoever Green Bay is playing against.
Yes.
That's who you root for.
Yes.
That's how much we dislike.
That's my other favorite team.
Well, we have a neighbor that has a giant Green Bay Packers flag. Giant, like a commercial size Green Bay Packers. He also has a commercial size Trump flag. So his neighbors, if they're, not for either of those, they can't stand their neighbors. Those are commercial size flags. So he's, just to put a Packers flag in Chicago. Brave. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't even put a small one. That's how much Chicago does not like the Packers. But there are some people, like in my church, game days, I greet them at church. This was last year. I would greet them. If they were wearing a Bears jersey, I would say, good morning, welcome, go Bears, but there was a lot of people who came in with Packers jerseys. Lots of people. Yeah, Granny says oh, yes. Okay, making Granny squares. She doesn't follow football or any sports, but I used to like New Orleans Saints only because my daughter and her family lived there for 10 years. Yeah, that's how I feel about Penn State basketball now.
James wants to know what you're making, Sandy.
Yes, and Cora answered her.
I see that, yeah.
Yes, thank you, Cora.
You gotta show once in a while.
I haven't gotten far, just that much. I gotta make this 12 inches for a particular project that I will share with you when the time is right. And Yeah. So with Granny, I was saying I feel that way, like I'm on the bandwagon of Penn State football because my son is going to school there. So, but I don't. The only reason why I know about sports is because I have three bears in my house, and they're all about sports. So, like, oh, Vikings fans, okay, not they're not doing well this season. Crafty Bones steals the show. See you later, y'all. I need to cook dinner for and get ready for my chat live at 6 o'clock. Okay, she's live at 6. Is that Central Time? Steele? Uh, I'll put that. That's more YouTube homework. I gotta do lots of YouTube homework. Got to. Don't let me watch a movie, babe.
Okay.
Patriots fan, but this year was crappy. So
Tell the
sad.
story about your uncle, or your all your nephews, and who like the Vikings.
I don't know. No, because they might be watching. I don't want to be talking about them. They might not appreciate that. I don't know, unless they come on and say that's okay. Hey, anyway, speaking of movies, I watched this cute little movie yesterday. It's from 2014 with what's her name? What is her name? Elizabeth Banks. It's called Walk of Shame. The cutest movie about an anchor who gets lost in a bad neighborhood with no ID, no phone, and her car gets towed, and she's wearing a party dress. So all the people there think she's a prostitute, and she's trying to convince them she's not a prostitute, and she gets into so much trouble. With no phone and no ID and no car, and it's a great movie. I liked it. Only got 2 stars because you know, it's not really a serious movie, but for fun, it was nice to watch that movie while I crocheted my bigger granny scrap can. All right. So did we know Steals the show is at 6 p.m. Central? Her live is, and Kelly goes live at 5:30 tonight too. Kelly's what's the name of her channel? Dana's niece. Dana's niece Kelly goes live. All right. Yes, we'll see you later. And let me get back to this Granny
Lots
Square.
of lives today. True. Yeah, it's Sunday. There's nothing else.
Yeah, lots of
So
lives.
make sure you catch the lives.
Gotta catch all those lives. It's hard, YouTube, having a YouTube channel is like a job. I mean, not only do you have to make videos, you have to make sure you support other channels. I mean, how do you expect people to support your channel if you don't watch other channels? You got to support those channels.
Well, Steals the show is actually 1 hour, so it's Eastern time.
So it's actually 7.
6.
No, it's 5.
It's 5 o'clock.
It's 5 o'clock our time. Okay, 5 o'clock our time. So what time is it now? Between Eastern and Central, and I don't even know what time it is really. It's 4 o'clock. It's gonna be 4 o'clock. So we've been on almost an hour. I don't think we're gonna go on too long because I know my bears want to watch the Bears on the TV.
Go all the way to 4 if you want.
I'm
5 more
gonna
minutes.
I'm gonna cook a little soup. I got a box delivered from HelloFresh, and in there was it was ingredients for 2 meals. One was a meatloaf dinner, which that'll be for tomorrow, and one was for a soup, Italian kale soup. I'll make that today since the bears already had some hot dogs earlier. This is not a heavy soup, and it's only feeds 2 because I'm not going to have any, and neither is my other son. So it's just going to be 2 bears having that soup, and that'll be just like a snack for them because it's they're bears.
Well,
Bradley might eat all of it. Did he see the kale in the fridge? He was asking about it.
Yeah, I think so. He was asking.
He was asking, have you ever found that little purse that I was looking for?
No.
I wonder where it went. It like disappeared into nowhere. I don't know. It's just gone. It is just gone.
How much you making?
Just I didn't get too far
Mm.
on this granny square. Jeanette, when she goes live, babe, she works with black yarn. And she was wearing some kind of scarf today made with black yarn. Last week she made a black hat. It's hard for me to work with black yarn. I can't even see. This maroon is bad enough because it's kind of dark. It's pretty dark here. I feel like I need more light to see what I'm doing. V is in Georgia, so it's Eastern time for her.
Mhm.
Oh, Steele's show is V. Did I not compute that? I'm sorry. All right. Central Standard 5 p.m. Pacific Standards 3 p.m. Okay.
Blingo tonight with Veronica. What is Blingo?
Blingo is it's a live. Granny D was explaining it. Something about you email her 6 numbers that you pick and they play a little game. I was trying to listen to the details last week and this week, both explained by Granny D, but I wasn't listening intently enough to really know all the details that go with it. I'll have to hop in on there tonight. Cora made a hooded oleander scarf with claret. Okay, and carrot. I love Red Heart Super Saver carrot. Love the carrot. I don't know why. It's oh, my carrot is over there because I was using carrot. I was using carrot when I made the carrot nose for the snowman square from Jada and Stitch's 2017 calendar blanket. Teresa says 6 numbers like blingo. Oh, yeah. But yeah, Cora, I'm with you with that carrot from Red Heart. Something about that feel of that. Every color is not created equal when it comes to how it feels. Like I don't like the way the hunter green feels. It's kind of more scratchy.
This hunter green?
No, babe, that's not hunter green. That's jade, I think. Yep, that's jade. We should play a game. Guess the colors. So it was right on
Well,
there.
pick one and let
This
someone
is teal.
let everyone guess.
Oh, if this is not teal, by the way. Does anyone know the color of this yarn? I love the name of the color of this yarn.
Let's have someone guess, and then we'll don't show it though. I mean, no, you can
No,
actually see it. No.
the name of the color is right here.
Well, our laptop live is not very good.
My
Anyway.
laptop is not very quality when it comes to the web.
It looks like
cam.
sky blue right now on my phone.
It really? Let me see.
Mhm.
Oh no, I could
It's
tell.
darker, shaded.
I could tell that's not sky blue.
It's a shade darker.
But no, it's not peacock.
Red
I love
77
peacock,
says peacock, and then no 77 says
aquamarine.
aquamarine.
Not quite. I finally finished sewing my sweater together. Bobby says might have almost all my whips done. Wow. I was looking for a travel whip yesterday. We were going on a road trip. We were crossing the border to Indiana.
Maribel said
And
periwinkle.
I couldn't find a travel whip. All I have is home whips that don't fit in the car because just home because 2020 happened. You know, not going anywhere.
So,
Teresa says Veronica periwinkle. No, not periwinkle. Good guess though. Not aquamarine. Veronica just calls out the numbers like bingo, but here is
Maribel
blingo
said blue
because
jewel.
you have 6 numbers. Okay. All right. And what do you get when you win? Just knowing that you won? Macaw? No, is that the color you're guessing? No, I know what you mean. I think the dye has something to do with how soft the yarn. And I can't stand yellow yarn. Oh, yellow yarn makes me, ugh, it's too soft. Can't do anything. Not Blue Jewel. Good guess, though. Yes, Jeanette got it right. It's Pool. DOY Creations, Jeanette. You know you're a Red Heart Super Saver. The Mima Cat guessed turquoise. Carla thought sea breeze. She has prizes. I'll have to check that out. All right, usually win a pom pom or stitch marker. Cute. Yes, holy Jane. This is Pool. I love this color. What did I buy this for? I think I bought it for a particular project. Can't remember though. Or maybe I just bought it because I like how it looked. You know, I'm sure all of you yarnies are guilty of that, buying yarn just because it's pretty. Like this one. Where is my hotcakes? This one is one of my prettiest yarns that I got. Oh God, isn't this so pretty? I can't get myself to use this yarn because look how it's just swirls there. Oh, so cute. I love this. This is it a year, over a year? I don't know. Might have gotten it in the fall of 2019. So it is over a year. It's definitely over a year. But that's one of my prettiest yarns.
Coralie says he likes that gradient. Beautiful color.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it just it's 75% acrylic, 25% wool, 200 grams, so 404 yards. It's called Hotcakes by Plymouth Yarns, and it takes an H hook or 8 needles, made in Turkey. This cost me $13. And does they have a color? It doesn't even have a pretty color name. You know what the color is? 1. It says color 1, and then it has the dialect number. This is 1, color 1. Oh, they didn't even give it a cute little name. What would you name this yarn? The color of this yarn? Something like something swirls. Swirl dreams or something. I don't know. Okay, so Maribel, I hope I answered your question after you answered, because it's Plymouth Yarn Hotcakes. I am obsessed with yarn. Welcome to the club. You're new to crocheting and wondered if it will calm down about yarn, but then I see you guys talk about it and realize it won't. Yep. Yeah, I can actually go to a yarn store and not get any yarn, but that wasn't always the case. So it does calm down, but you still like to look at it. I still look at the yarn and get excited. Our heart beats a little bit faster. I start getting hot, yeah. But I can actually walk out of the store without yarn. Not always, but I've done it. Right, babe?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, what you get? I'm like, nothing. Parrot, you think it looks like, oh, party swirl. I like that, Nana. I like that party swirl. Yes, parrot. That's a good, yeah, because parrots are colorful, right? Oh, this is so beautiful. This is just beautiful. Swirl lolly. Yes. Oh my gosh. Would you use this yarn? I can't bring myself to use it. Why undo this perfection? Why undo this beautiful work of art? And the yarn shop owner had it in the corner of her shop on the bottom shelf. Oh my gosh, I felt like saying, you put baby in the corner. Nobody puts baby in the corner. Can you see? Can you see the label? The label is really...
It's too dark. Yes, let it focus. But just leave it there for a second, let it focus. Yeah, there you go.
hot cakes.
There you go. Now it's focusing.
Yes.
25% wool, 200 grams. You can turn it.
Yes. You know, I read that already.
Yeah, I
just
know
a
you
few
did.
minutes
But
ago.
vision. You know, I keep telling my truck drivers, they'll tell me and tell me and tell me, this is this, this is this. I said, just send me a picture. A picture is worth 1,000 words. I'm a dispatcher. So when my drivers have problems, my truck drivers, they will talk for 5 minutes. I'm like, could you just text me a picture of the situation,
The scene of the crime.
the scene of the crime? They will go on for 10 minutes, describe the scene of the crime. All they had to do is send one text of the picture. One picture, text,
Okay.
send it over, and
You're getting worked
I'll
up.
call them.
Worked up about work. He brings his homework. He brings his work home with him. I mean, he does work from home too, so that doesn't help. I'm looking at his station over there. They sent him with an office phone with all the little gadgets, a laptop, everything. And he works from home there sometimes. And he's yelling at drivers. Drivers call him, I'm trying to put the truck in the yard and there's a cat in the way and whatever. Can't put it in. Some of those drivers, they call him for every little thing. And some drivers don't call him at all for one thing. Yeah, you just can't bring yourself, Jane, to use that yarn. It's like, okay, this yarn too. I love it. It's so neatly packed in. I love it, right? So I had it with this hook, like on the coffee table, because it matches. This is a furls hook. I can't use it because it's a Bates style hook, and I'm a boy. Uh, but I like it. It's so beautiful. So I put it together. But I really wanted to use this yarn. So I bought another cake just to use the yarn because I want this to just stay there looking pretty. Just stay there nice and pretty for mama. And don't go anywhere. Yes. Just my lovelies. So I told this I have a new neighbor and I told her, maybe I've told you this story before. My new neighbor had she's staying here with her parents. She's a young girl. And since I put crocheted wreaths on everybody's door, I put one on theirs and they're like, are you the lady who makes those wreaths? Are you the lady who crochets? And I don't know how, but they knew it was me. I don't know. Maybe when they were being shown the building, my landlord told them, this lady, you'll like Sandy. She's nice. Because they're like, are you Sandy? Are you the one who crochets these wreaths? You're using Burnett velvet for a set I'm working on now. Priscilla is here. Hello, Priscilla. Thanks for coming in. So the little girl, she's about 11. She goes, I love yarn. I love to crochet. I'm like, great. We have a new crocheter in the building because so far I'm the only crocheter in the building. There was one other crocheter. She was crocheting, but then she moved. But it was COVID, so we can crochet together. But I said, when COVID's over, I'll let you come and shop from my wall of yarn, or come without wearing them. I mean, you could come, wear a mask, I'll wear a mask. You could pick one of these balls of yarn. I said, but some of those balls of yarn are off limits. I have to tell you before. So, and that hotcakes is included in that list of off limit yarn. Yes, because even though I could just, dash off to the store and get another one, I no, I like that one. It's special to me. But I feel like I need to use it one day. One day. I don't know. One day I'll use it, but not right now. All right. Oh my goodness. Allison, sounds amazing to have so much yarn. I am so thankful that Dana at Triple C became my inspiration. I cannot believe how much I love it. Thanks again for the. So, Jane, are you the one that Dana was trying to teach to crochet one time in the summer in a live on a Thursday? I think it was. Was that you, or was that somebody else? So, so how long have you been crocheting, Jane? Oh, yeah, it is. It's kind of addicting when you first learn to crochet. I would get up in the middle of the night when I first learned to crochet and crochet. I was so excited. I was like waking up. I would wake up at 4 o'clock and turn on the TV and then just crochet or turn on YouTube and look for videos to copy what they were making. Yeah, it's I love crochet. I was telling Jeanette on her live, I've been toying with the idea of changing my channel name because often I cook. I cook these recipes, and I have an obsession with cooking, and I have to get the dish just right. I must read the directions and follow them exactly as it says. And especially with the HelloFresh recipes, they give you a picture of what the meal is supposed to look like. I try to recreate that picture and make it look exactly like the picture. And I always think maybe I should start making videos of my cooking, but I already have a channel of my hooking. So I was thinking of changing my channel name to either Cook Crochet or Hooking and Cooking with Sandy, something like that. Or Let's Hook and Cook at Sandy's house, something. But I'm not sure if I want to venture out into cooking because when I cook, I'm often like, I have to have my hair up crazy so my hair doesn't fall on my food and my apron. And I have to wear this back brace that's not very flattering because I have a bad back. I have arthritis in my back and it flares up. And actually speaking to me right now, this chair must be bad. I don't know. Or maybe I'm just my posture. I think I'm kind of leaning towards this side. What was that? Oh, 10 minutes until sunset. We programmed our phones to tell us when sunset is going to start. So I programmed my husband's phone to say 10 minutes until sunset. And in my phone, when sun rises, my phone goes, sun. It scares me every morning because it'd be quiet, right? And then all of a sudden, sun. Oh, it scares me. Oh my gosh. Everybody's saying hi to each other. I'm not going to stay on too much longer because I know the bears want to watch the bears and they don't like to watch it. They don't like to watch it live because they want to just get the commercials over with. Oh, one of the teams, Northwestern University, my husband can't even watch the game. He's so nervous. Can't even watch the game. He's like walks around nervously. Nervously? Is that a word?
Well, sometimes I just look at the score and then I decide if I want to watch it or not.
Depending on their score, you watch it.
The Bears, I don't care. I'll watch it live. But Northwestern, I can't watch.
Northwestern, my husband takes it personally when they don't win. He takes it personally when other teams beat them. He's been watching that team for 24 years. He's been a Northwestern fan. For many, many years before those 24 years, Northwestern team was terrible because Northwestern University, you have to be a certain amount of smart. I mean, you have to be really smart to get in that school, and you have to keep on being smart to stay in that school. And if you're a football player, you can't just get a C average. Those ball players have to be an A average to be on the team. I mean, what other school does that? Most schools, to be on the football team, you have to maintain a C average, maybe a B, but Northwestern, you have to be an A average and not uh community college A, Northwestern A. And that's like A plus plus. You they don't play around there. So their football team was not always the best because they're working on getting a degree. They're focused on their studies.
Usually the athletic kids are not that smart. A lot of football players are just like because they can't recruit athletic players because whatever.
Well, you
I'm not
either
talking.
your life you're either hyper focused on your studies or you're hyper focused on your
But they can
sports.
only recruit they can only recruit so many people because a lot of the kids don't have the grades to go to Northwestern. Majority.
Right. I was just telling them.
And Northwestern people have to be out of the I think only like 10% or 5% of people who apply to Northwestern get accepted.
Mm-hmm. Yes. I was
Uh,
just saying that. You're in and out. Maybe stay here or stay there. But yeah, so you're either hyper focused on one or the other. Northwestern, the guys that go there, they have to be equally amount of focused, in tune, perfection, studies and sports at the same time. So for them to do any kind of good any year, it's a big deal. So that's why my husband is, and we've been to so many Northwestern games, so many games, and it's just it's not for me. I just tag along with the Bears. It's not. I'm not really whatever. But now that I crochet, you know, I would bring my crochet along with me. But like we didn't go to any sports things all of 2020. In 2019, we didn't really go to much sports games. But in 2019, but because we used to go all the time to sports because my husband's company would give him tickets to Sox games and not just any tickets, right there tickets. You could see the players right there, really good seats, plus a gourmet buffet before the game and a fancy the stadium club. Gourmet buffet. I mean, gourmet buffet. We were so spoiled, babe. We got Bears tickets, Sox tickets, Bulls tickets, and I would go, and I was just like, oh my gosh! But my kids were so spoiled with the seats. You could just touch the players. They were spoiled. But my husband left that company to go to a different company. Just change. Glad they put your link up at Granny D's Live. Yes, I'm glad too, Maribel. Thank you. Didn't know you had a channel. Yes, I do have a channel. Thank you for subscribing. Really appreciate it. Angela Prescott is here. Hello, Angela. Jane is laughing at Priscilla. It was actually delish. I know I didn't catch what you guys were talking about. Oh, wait. Bacon, banana, pickle, peanut butter, mayo, sandwich, challenge. Oh no. Mm-mm. Bacon, banana. You lost me at bacon. I mean, I do like bacon, but bacon with banana, no. Okay, I love bacon. I love banana. I love pickle. I love peanut butter. I like mayo, but not all together. Nope. I'm not going to do any of those challenges, but and you think it was delish, Jane? Oh my gosh.
Usually anything with bacon is delicious.
Anything? No, no. I like bacon by itself, just by itself. Um, Happy Sunday, uniquely used crochet. Stacy Campbell is here. Hi, Stacy. So good to see you, Stacy. Everyone's saying hi to Stacy. That sandwich sounds like tummy ache. Yeah. Oh man, I don't like mixing foods together. My husband was eating hot dogs and having a cup of coffee. I told him, no, you can't do that in my house. I don't like that. Oh, it tasted good together. Well, mayonnaise and peanut butter. Oh my gosh. No, mayonnaise and pickles. I would do mayonnaise and pickles. Peanut butter and bananas, I would do. And I would maybe do bacon with pickles. Yeah, but not all of it mixed up. Mm-mm. No way, not for me. I cannot wait till I get 1,000 subscribers. Then I could start going live using my phone because this picture, this webcam does not do all of this justice. So I'm knocking on the door of 500. I need about 70, maybe less than that after today. I think I got a few more people to join. And if you can share my channel, how about if you can get your laptop, open it up, open YouTube, go to my channel, go to where it says play all, and just let it keep on playing the whole playlist. That would do a do me that would be doing me a big favor. That would get my hours up. I'm also knocking on the door of 1,000 watch hours. I know you need is it 5,000 hours or 4,000 now to be monetized? I'm not sure. It changed. Okay. Jane says here in the South, well, for her, it is common in our family to have peanut butter, mayo, banana sandwiches. So adding the bacon was not a big deal. It was the pickle that threw me. But you know what? Now that you mention that, okay, so Jane says it's 4,000. Pickle, I really love pickle. I can eat a whole jar of pickle in one sitting if I if it was not bad for me. I mean, the amount of sodium in pickles. I mean, I have issues with blood pressure. It could go high. It's a genetic thing. So I'm on blood pressure medicine, and so eating a lot of pickles doesn't do my blood pressure any good. So if it wasn't for that, I would eat a whole jar in one sitting. I used to do that in high school, eat a whole jar of pickles with a Snickers bar and a can of RC and some Ruffles potato chips. That was my after school snack. With my friend Teresa Rivera, wherever you are, I can't find her on Facebook. She's a friend from high school, not high school. We were in grammar school together. She lived right across the alley from me, and I can't find her. There's 1,000 Teresa Rivera's in Chicago area. Well, there's more than 1,000 probably, but I can't find her anywhere. So, Teresa Rivera, I'm looking for you wherever you are. All right, let's see here. Oh my gosh, Jane, those pickles, those pickles. I have a pickle addiction. Oh my gosh, I'm out, and I try not to buy them because they're so high in sodium. But since my kids like pasta, in the pasta aisle, I'm always there. Right at the end of the pasta aisle is the pickles. Right there, the fridge with pickles. So I can't avoid it. You know, I can't. They're always there. Right there. And then if I'm buying any kind of chicken, to the right of the chicken is the pickles in my grocery store. So they're not in an area where like I can skip the whole chip aisle and the cookie aisle and the aisle with the juice. They have all that together. They have a whole juice aisle, they have a whole chip aisle, and they have a whole cookie and cake aisle. I just don't even go in there. I don't. Hardly. Only on like if I have chili, then I'll get some Fritos. But I have to stay focused. Focus. Just don't look at that. The other day, there was a man unloading Doritos from boxes and putting them on the end caps. And I'm like, dude, you're killing me with those Doritos. Those Doritos are so tempting. Doritos. I love Doritos. Oh, I have a taste for Doritos now. I really enjoyed the sandwich. Yum yum. I ate 2 of them. Oh my gosh, Mimi Cat, you did. Oh no, I'm not trying that. You could try it. Walmart has the best gherkin pickles, and they are cheap. What is a gherkin pickle? Someone told me, but I forgot what a gherkin pickle is. Fingerless mitts. Oh, you fingerless mitts on your hook. All right. I tried fingerless mitts. Couldn't do it. I'm not at that level yet. The last Bears game she went to was in 2019. It was your birthday. So you just had a birthday last month.
December 18th, 2019. That's not the playoff. We went 2019. We went to the playoff game. It was probably.
Oh yeah, you went.
January.
You and Ryan went.
Yes.
I don't know what gherkins are, but they are delicious. Layla says a bay pickle. What is a bay pickle? I usually just eat the dill, the classic dill pickles, but the pickles that you have to put in that you get from the refrigerated section. I think they're called Vlasic. Are they Vlasic or the Clausen? Can't remember.
Crafted most of the divine fingerless mitts are pretty easy.
Okay, you're doing a bag o' day tutorial, and yeah, put your own spin on those. Sometimes you have your own ideas for patterns. Judy says gherkin pickles are small sweet pickles. Now I don't mind a sweet pickle. I like sweet pickles.
I don't like sweet.
I mean, they're not bad. I just have to know if they're sweet before I put them in my mouth. Because if you bite into a pickle and you think they're a regular pickle and that's a sweet pickle, oh my gosh, the scarring that happens when you do that.
Clausen pickles.
Clausen pickles. Once I eat them, oh my gosh, I eat them like water.
Does anyone
I know.
make homemade pickles? Kind of like on Andy.
Homemade. Remember that episode of Andy Griffith where Aunt Bay she makes pickles and they were horrible and they felt bad, so they had to eat them, and then they replaced them, and Andy goes, gluttons. Who saw that episode? They have dill gherkins too. Well, I heard of gherkins. Somebody was just telling me about gherkins, but
I just think they're
we are in the same. Oh, is she saying? Okay, bye, Sandy, and everyone have a wonderful evening. Thanks for coming in, Priscilla, and take care. Say hi to the boys for me. She also has 2 boys, and she homeschools them. Pre-COVID, she homeschooled them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that pickle episode. Are you going? I'm gonna head out too because we're almost to 90 minutes, and I said I was only gonna be an hour, and I gotta get my soup going. Like I said, I have a lot of YouTube homework to do. A lot of YouTube homework, so I gotta get on that. So goodbye, everybody. I will see you next week. So far, it's working out that I go live at this time on Sundays. Usually won't go this long. I think one YouTuber wasn't doing her live this week. So, who was it that wasn't doing her live? Started with a P. I can't remember. But anyway, I will see you all in YouTube land on the lives out there. And thanks for coming by, and take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.